Yo, I don't know how Jerry Rice did this for like 20 years. I ain't even 10 years deep yet, and these short weeks killing me.
Yeah, man.
But apparently, when you the future of Nike football with all this preferential treatment, you must be feeling real good going into Thursday night games.
Nah, it's nothing too crazy. Just a few tips on recovery.
Well, I'm glad your body is feeling good. We're going to need those young legs this Thursday, especially if you get a couple of good practices in before the game.
All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we got to execute to win.
Ready, break! Okay, ready? Hut, hut. Ready? Ready? Hut. Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set up.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. And you know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Ready up. Ready, ready. Down. 70 Lion. Hut. Ready, set. Set, go. Set. 60. Ready, go. Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. And you know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, hut. Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Get up. Ready.
All right, this one's for all the marbles. This is for gold.
All right, gentlemen. You must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. If you guys consistently do that, we're going to win a lot of ball games.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He'll look to throw.
How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Out right here to Herndon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turn. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now back to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Going deep here for Landry. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Bell is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This throw in the middle taken in by Cole. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Cole. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Just a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter with his first. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Herndon here on the completion. And now this is going to be close. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. High throw, but the catch is made. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw now on first down. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down. It's Bell looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is turning into something of a comeback season for Carter Landry, Charles. He's been, I think, a much bigger part of this offense than a lot of people expected.
He has said that being around this club has re-energized him, and he's really accepted his role as being the elder statesman of the team, the mentor to some of these guys. They call him Gramps, and it's a term of affection when they say it to him.
Again, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this throw caught left side. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A give to Bell. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He'll check it down to Bell. Pushes him over, and down he'll go at the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Flushed out right. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake. Ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Carter again, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Michael Carter with 2. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's brought down. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I got you. Check 41. Hey. Here we go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
You know, as longtime fans of the NFL, we've gotten used to hearing worn-out quotes from coaches and players. You know the classics like, we're going to treat this like any other game, right? How many times have you heard that one? So that's what makes this next audio clip so special. Because the matchup on Thursday night was anything but any other game for the New York Jets. Check this. Here's what a microphone captured inside the tunnel just before they took the field.
This is our time. We do it now. Right now. Because tonight, we got all eyes on us. It's prime time. Let's show who we are.
All right, now, I'm sure most of you caught this, but just to be sure, that voice you heard belongs to their top pick from back in April. I mean, think about that. That rookie's got enough confidence to get in front of his teammates and enough respect to hold their attention. I'm telling you, remember this moment. Remember this moment, because in time, we're going to look back on it and say that was the day that young man became one of the leaders of this team. All right, so we've reached the halfway mark of the show, and you know what that means. A quick break for our sponsor, and then even